All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
I got my headphones on. I can't hear shit. The bewitching hour.
Ready. 53. Mike. Come 61. Matchbox. Mike. 2.
Barely.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check four. Slam.
See what you said.
5.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Okay. I got no wife here. What you talking about?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now.
50, Mike, 50. Watch the run. Watch the ship. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley.
Holy shit,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43. Hey, 15. 6 guys. Check 52. Check.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, my Lord.
Away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh,
and his
man,
kick
he
is
got
good.
there, man.
He got
Come on,
every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as we're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look.
He's into clear. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sony Michel. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Oh, my God.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, you know what? By speed, please and thank you.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Go back, wing flex.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play. Perilously close to the goal line.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Completes it to Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Wrong.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
My slot here.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Go, go. Yes, yes.
And look.
Big grip.
Now on 2nd and 13. McSorley. It's caught. It's Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Trail combo here.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
For Bear.
I got him. Bang, 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 bang.
I like it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
That's set. Stack.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. And it will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
43, 43, 15. 50, yellow.
50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, look at the juke. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He is going to find Hill here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Insane how bad he is.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for him.
Wow.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to break.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Go.
Get.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
64.
Single slot.
First down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike Bobo. Lock it, there you are.
Hey, lock it.
Check the backer.
Shoot.
McSorley from the shotgun. Looking deep here for Ebron.
Man, that's a touchdown, bro.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's checking. Crack. Watch the safety creep.
McSorley once more looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go one more.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill.
I need to help with that.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th of the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Campbell making the catch. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch it.
Go on, go on. Go.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He'll let this go for the end zone. Now he's got his target.
Let's get it, man.
Touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Referee's going to keep running read out. It's funny.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Yep. Good job, boys.
That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
66. Bullet high. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Mahomes again. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McSorley looking for Campbell downfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Look at me. Sit firm. Be careful.
Here's McSorley to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. He's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 36. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
44. Ready?
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. This is Miller, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Linebacker.
Hey.
Check right. Both pose the money.
McSorley sets to pass.
In there.
Let's go. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown.
Number 44. Let's get it.
Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag,
at the 5,
but
bro.
you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Damn, man. I put too much leg on it. We're forcing to carry that motherfucker out the back of the end zone, man. Damn, Daniel. Get a little zone blitz right here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
I'll take it.
Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Missed this motherfucker this time, bro.
Now McSorley looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught inside the 5.
Missing this time, boy.
He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Good shit, McSorley. Freaking missed him last time, man.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Scundables, scundables. Undubles.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
You going to be pass happy now? Let's find out. Watch some pressure. Still a bunch tight end. All right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now,
look at that animation he got, man.
Intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Acrobat is the shit, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah, we got Kelsey on the field right now, bro. Stop
now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Yeah.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? There should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
I'm bad for the drag. Don't do that.
That one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more.
Oh, yeah.
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
Yep. Hardly.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
You know what time it is, man. Silverback wing slot. Let's see here. What are we going to do?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw.
Are you kidding me, man? I am all over that.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I hate to see it, man. I hate to see it.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
57. 58,
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right.
Oh, my Lord.
20.
This is not a fucking superstar, bro. Like, that makes no sense.
LaShawn McCoy,
right, man.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Right,
and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Damn.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got double up. Ready, go. Let's go.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Coming this way, here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn. 15. Don't get nervous.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'm calling. Echo. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. They can't hang with us. 58.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a first down carry, it's Michel, and he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 40 now on second down, McSorley escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watch left, watch left. You better bring it. You better bring it. Yep. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring
third down. They're going to throw for it with McSorley. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Check 99. Check 99.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Echo. 44 is mine. Check. Go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
Ready.
Throwing on second down, McSorley. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It's my fault, man. Get fucking points off the board, bro.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
27.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now. What we got? What we got? What we got? Look at me. Go. Get it.
Here's McSorley now, third and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Yeah, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on now. Come on now. Check. Check safety. Check safety. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come. Check your hot read. Check.
Yellow.
Check.
I tell it, go.
Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Pressure gets to him again. Ben Banagoo, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The fucking kicker. I don't understand, man.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ben Banagou make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
You get him down, you pour it on him. Johnson said that, man.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I'm going to come back to you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Switch it, come on, switch it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
It's working, man.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
X3, 218, chop it.
McSorley, 1st and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
44 to Mike.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A pitch back. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I can see it in your eyes, angry.
Yellow. That's a long way.
Mike, 58, right there.
On second down now, it's McCoy. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards 10 touchdowns and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. As for his running back, McCoy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not willing to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds McCoy. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Go, 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 53 is mine. Hey, they scared. They scared. Shoot.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Man, 5 for 36 for Braxton Miller. That's pretty bad. 8 for 162 though. Look at that run defense though, boys. Let's get it, man. 7 for 15. Shady McCoy apparently broke. It says he only broke 1 tackle, bro, but he literally broke like 4. He carries 44 yards for Sonny Michel. Gotta get my run game up, man. He carries, bro. And read options. He's around 3 for 93 and 2 touchdowns. That's not bad. I think his reception. Okereke with 11 tackles. Let's go, boy. TFLs. 10 sacks. Bannigan got there twice. Teray. Justin Houston. Hey, boyo. Willis with a pick. Rocky Sin and Stephon Gilmore. More pass deflections. What's up? No forced fumbles. Safeties. We did get a TD up. We get a defensive tub. Yeah, you're gonna have to build them up, man.